Hey, I'm Peter Subarashi on the roof in the middle of summer. Like, what the hell am I doing up here? It really sucks. Like, summer in Tokyo, people say it sucks. Yeah, and you know what? They're not even lying to you. It really sucks. In Australia, it gets about 45 degrees and it's not as humid. Sure, the sun's really close and it's burning into you and giving you cancer, but at least it doesn't leave you feeling uncomfortable and sticky. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about what is best in Japan. And I'm not talking about, like, why would you come to Japan? Because we know, you come to Japan for the food and the people and the culture and all that kind of stuff. But what keeps you in Japan? Well, people have different reasons. Sometimes it's just they like their job, sometimes they just like partying, they find a partner, all sorts of reasons. But for me, it's always going to be strongs. Strongs are a beverage that are available at all convenience stores in Japan, and there are 9% alcohol in this one, and they're quite large cans, and they're about 150 yen or something, maybe 180 yen, but very, very cheap. And for an Australian like me, this is enough to actually keep me living in Japan for a little bit longer. In Australia, we have very strict laws about alcohol. Certainly can't get them for this cheap, that's for sure. You're not allowed to walk around on the streets in Australia with alcohol. You'll get in trouble by the police. In Japan, it's seen as a good thing to walk around drunk. I remember my friend and I, we went to Kamakura a few months ago, and we left our baggage on a train, and it took like 3 hours to go to Lost and Found and work out where our baggage was, and we eventually had to find our baggage ourselves and get on the train when it returned from the Izu Peninsula. But we were very stressed about losing our luggage, and so we thought we might get a strong to sort of just calm us down because we were feeling stressed. And then we thought, are we just being like typical gaijin walking around drinking? We didn't want to have that image. But then when we were in the convenience store, we noticed that a lot of old men were in line and they were all buying strongs, which sort of makes this a very cultural thing to do. This is experiencing traditional Japan in a way, in the sense that this is what old people do in Japan. So we're doing, you know what I'm saying. So I thought what I'd do today is I'd give you some tips on how to drink in Tokyo and enjoy, what is best in Japan. Drinking in public and people thinking that you're great for doing it. So you're going to need a few things. First, you're going to need the actual strong. I've got a strong here. But with that, you're also going to want to buy one of these hypers. Now, these are something you drink beforehand so that you don't get a hangover. Now, even though I get many hangovers after having one of these, I still drink them in case one day it works for some reason. They wouldn't sell this kind of thing in Australia because it would encourage people to drink more. But of course, in Japan, being drunk is a good thing, so they encourage people to drink more by selling these all the time. Hypers. Basically, it's something for your liver. You damage your liver with the alcohol, but this gives you an extra liver or something. It's a liver in a bottle. You're also going to want to grab one of these slightly flavoured waters, so that, because you're going to get dehydrated if you just drink all the time, especially in summer. So have one of these just for your own good. And take one of these because your body is going to be punished quite a lot, and it'll be easier for you to catch a cold if you're always, dying from alcohol poisoning. So have one of these Decavita vitamin C's just to keep your body, with some sort of vitamin C, I suppose. Doesn't really work, I get sick all the time even though I take it. So let's start. First of all, we're going to drink one of the liver drinks. So you scull the liver drink. Tastes like liver. Then you're just going to, you don't have to enjoy the strong. It tastes it's like lemonade, but you can really taste the alcohol in it, the sake. But you just scull it. I'll scull it. Okay, so I don't think it's hit my brain yet, but it will in a sec. And then you have some water. This was a good idea, wasn't it? And finally, I can't scull it. How much are you supposed to... Okay. No, I can't do this one, it's too fizzy. Now, a lot of Japanese people carry this with them when they go out. This is a plastic bag, you've all seen them, but you carry it on the train to throw up in. It's a vomit bag. That's because a lot of Japanese people, they're allergic to alcohol, but their boss forces them to drink. They don't care that they're obviously getting an allergic rash to it. They don't care because Japanese bosses are arseholes, I guess. So that's why when you go on the train, you see people who don't look like alcoholics falling over, stumbling over, just passing out on the train floor, and everyone ignores them. Actually, not always. There's always some girl who looks like in her 20s who, even though everyone else is ignoring the person who's passed out, she'll wake them up and ask if they're okay, get their number, and make sure they get home okay. So Tokyo is not as soulless as you think, but it's pretty soulless. Yeah, so people will throw up into one of these bags, and then after it's filled with vomit, they will tie a little knot around it, and then they'll pass out on the train floor, and a few people will move away like that, and then they'll just sort of hug their vomit bag until the end of the line, I suppose. I think it's because I'm on the Tobu Tojo line, because I live in Hibashi, and that train goes off into Saitama, and I'm guessing there's more alcoholics in Saitama, I'm not sure. Anyway, there's a few tips on how to drink in Japan, and how to get drunk really fast, and yeah, see you next time. Fuck, that wasn't a good idea.